Hey there! If you're battling the endless frustration of high cholesterol and uric acid, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to break down a super simple, 3-ingredient home remedy that honestly could be the game changer you've been searching for. Let's get right into it.
So let me ask you this. Are you making one critical, almost fatal mistake when it comes to your cholesterol and uric acid? It's an error so many people make, and it keeps them stuck in this awful cycle of pain and frustration, and it can even lead to much bigger problems like heart disease or gout. So, what is it?
Does any of this sound a little too familiar? That constant nagging stiffness in your neck? Or how about that sharp, needle-like pain in your feet the second you step out of bed in the morning? It's just awful. Your joints are stiff, moving is a chore, and then you get your lab results back, and nothing's changed. It feels like you're just spinning your wheels.
But what if I told you that the problem isn't you? It's not that you're lazy or not trying hard enough. The real issue is that the entire approach most of us are taught is, well, it's just incomplete. See, we're taught to focus entirely on avoidance. You know the drill. Don't eat fatty foods. Stay away from things with purines. And look, that's a decent start, but it's only half the battle. What we're missing is the most important step, actively cleaning out all the gunk, the cholesterol and the uric acid that's already built up inside our bodies. The source material had this brilliant way of putting it. It's like your house is already dusty. You can shut all the windows to keep new dust from blowing in, but if you never actually take out a cloth and wipe everything down, the house is still dirty, right? It's the exact same idea with our bodies. So how do we finally start cleaning house? Well, the solution might be hiding in plain sight, right there in your kitchen. Let's pull back the curtain on this power trio of simple ingredients that can really get the job done. Okay, our first ingredient is something you see all the time, ginger. But don't let how common it is fool you. This humble little root packs some serious medicinal power that science is just now catching up to. So how does this little root work its magic? It's all about two superstar compounds, gingerol and shogaol. These guys have this amazing 1-2 punch. First, they actually help block cholesterol from being absorbed from your food in the first place. But here's the really clever part. They also tell your liver to make more bile. And guess what the main ingredient for bile is? Cholesterol. So your body literally starts using up its own cholesterol supply, which brings your blood levels down. Plus, as a bonus, ginger is a fantastic anti-inflammatory, which is perfect for calming down those painful joints from uric acid.
Next up, the humble bay leaf. Yeah, that little leaf you usually just toss in a soup for flavor and then fish out later. Turns out it's an absolute champion when it comes to fighting high uric acid.
The bay leaf also has a two-pronged attack. Research out of Indonesia found that compounds in bay leaves called flavonoids put the brakes on an enzyme called xanthine oxidase. Now, this enzyme's job is to turn purines from food into uric acid. So by slowing it down, you're literally making less uric acid from the get-go. But that's not all it does. It also helps your kidneys get better at their job of flushing out the uric acid that's already floating around. Pretty smart, huh? And rounding out our power trio is lemongrass. We all know that amazing, refreshing smell, but its health benefits are, trust me, just as impressive. Lemongrass has a compound called citrol, and it's a natural diuretic. Now, all diuretic means is that it helps your body get rid of salt and water by making you pee more. And you know what? That's one of the best ways your body has to flush out excess uric acid. Citrol also helps slow down cholesterol production in the liver and improves your blood circulation, which is a huge help for that stiffness and those body aches.
So you're probably thinking, okay, these all sound great, but why these three together? The answer is this incredible concept called a synergistic effect. It basically means that when you combine them, 1 + 1 + 1 doesn't equal 3, it equals something like 10. Their combined power is way greater than the sum of their parts.
I love this analogy. Think about it like a soccer team. You can have 3 amazing, world-class players. But if they just run around doing their own thing, they're not nearly as effective as when they work together, passing the ball and coordinating their plays. It's the exact same thing with ginger, bay leaf, and lemongrass. Together, they create this incredible, coordinated attack on high cholesterol and uric acid from every angle.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for the most important part, the how. Let's get right into the simple step-by-step guide for how to make this stuff at home.
The ingredients list couldn't be simpler. You're going to need 2 pieces of fresh ginger, about the size of your thumb, 5 to 7 fresh bay leaves, and it's really important they're fresh, not the dried ones, 2 stalks of lemongrass, and about 4 glasses of water. That's it! And making it is just as easy. First, wash everything really well.
Then, take your ginger and the white part of the lemongrass and just give them a good bruise. You can use the back of a knife to help release all the good stuff. Now here's a key tip. Do not peel the ginger. A lot of the best compounds are right there under the skin. Toss everything into a pot with the water, bring it to a boil, then turn the heat down and just let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Last step, strain out the solids and let it cool down until it's nice and warm to drink.
Okay, so you've made it, you're a pro. But how do you actually use it to get the best results? Because with a remedy like this, consistency and timing are everything. They're absolutely key.
Here's the regimen. You're going to drink 1 small glass, that's about 150 to 200 milliliters, twice a day. The first glass is in the morning, about 30 minutes before you eat breakfast, on a totally empty stomach. This is so your body can absorb it completely. Then, you'll drink the second glass in the afternoon, before your evening meal. Just make 1 batch in the morning and keep the rest in the fridge for later.
And here is the most important rule of all. Please do not add sugar. Sugar is inflammatory and it will completely cancel out all the good you're doing. If you absolutely need a little sweetness, a tiny teaspoon of pure raw honey is okay. But that's it.
So what can you expect to feel? Within the first week or two, a lot of people say they feel lighter. You'll probably notice you're urinating more. That's the body flushing everything out. Sleep gets better, and that awful joint stiffness starts to fade. Then, after about 3 or 4 weeks of being consistent, that's the time to go get your blood work done again. You should be pleasantly surprised by the improvements you see in your numbers.
And that's really the long and short of it. It's just a powerful reminder, isn't it, that sometimes the most effective solutions aren't complicated or expensive. They're simple, natural, and sometimes they're waiting for us right in our own kitchen. Thanks so much for sticking with me, and I truly hope this helps you on your journey to feeling better.